Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Tom. I come from the Okemos branch of Capital Area District Libraries, and we're here today to do some stories. And our letter we're going to talk about is the letter F. You see it? Makes a F sound. And when we start out for our stories, for my story times, we always start with the mailbox, you see. Because whatever's in the mailbox is going to tell us about what we're going to talk about. Because there's all kinds of words that start with F. It could be fans, it could be fish, all kinds of things. But let's see what's in the mailbox, okay? First, we're going to listen to it to see if it's quiet or loud. Ready? Here we go. Did you see that? Loud. Yeah. So what's loud and makes an F sound? Well, let's find out. It's time to open the mailbox, the mailbox, the mailbox. It's time to open the mailbox and see what is inside, and see what is inside, and see what is inside. It's time to open the mailbox, the mailbox, the mailbox. It's time to open the mailbox and see what is inside. You ready? Here it comes. It's an apple. Now, we know apple doesn't start with F, it starts with an A, doesn't it? Yeah. But you know what? An apple is a kind of food. So F today is for food. So that's what we're talking about. All right. And we're going to start with this. We're going to start with a story that is set up in, up in the Upper Peninsula, somewhere around the sand plains around Waco. And it's about a bear. And this bear, one day the bear goes out. Well, she's looking around. She's hungry. She's looking for something to eat. And you know, bears, they eat pretty much anything. So this bear's going around, what can I find to eat? And she comes upon a blueberry bush. But it's not just any blueberry bush. On this blueberry bush was the most enormous, huge, gigantic blueberry you've ever seen. Just like that. And the bear, she says, "Whoa, that's the biggest blueberry I've ever seen." So the bear goes over to it. She grabs onto it and she tries to pull it off. But she can't pull it off, so she keeps trying to pull it off, but no good. Well, just about that time, a white-tailed deer comes along. And the white-tailed deer, he comes along, boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, boop, boop. "Hey there, bear. That's a pretty good-looking blueberry you've got." "Well, yes, it's good-looking, but I can't get it off the vine. Help me to pull it off, okay, and then we can have it together." "That sounds good." So the deer gets up there and pulls on the bear, and the bear pulls on the blueberry, but they can't get it off yet. It's so tight. What are they going to do? Well, just so happens, another animal comes along. And it's a raccoon. The raccoon comes bopping out. "Boop, boop, 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 boop. Hey, that's a pretty good-looking blueberry, you guys." "Yes," says the bear, "it's a good-looking blueberry, but we can't get it off the bush. Can you help us?" "Sure," says the raccoon. "I'll come on here, and I'll pull on the deer's tail, and we'll all pull on that blueberry." And they pulled, and they pulled, and they pulled on that blueberry. But they still couldn't get it off. What are they going to do? Well, just about that time, we had another animal come up. And this animal was a turtle. The turtle came up. "Boop, boop, 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 boop. Hey, that's a good-looking blueberry." "Yes," says the bear, "it is, but we can't get it off the blueberry bush. Why don't you help us pull it off and we can have it together?" "Okay." So the turtle goes boop, 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 and helps by pulling on the very end of the raccoon's tail. Get right up there, turtle. "Okay." All right, there's turtle. So all those animals worked together. They pulled and they pulled and they pulled and they couldn't get it off of the blueberry bush. Then another animal came up. Hop, 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 hop. And it was a rabbit. And the rabbit came up. Hey there. Hi, everybody. That's a good-looking blueberry you have." "Yes," says the bear, "it's a good-looking blueberry, but we can't get it off the bush. And if you help us, we can all enjoy it together." "Sounds good," says the rabbit. So the rabbit goes back here, hop, 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 and pulls on the end of the of the turtle's tail. And so they all pull and pull and pull, and they still can't get it off. So then, a tiny little animal comes along. They're tiny, but there's all kinds of them in the Upper Peninsula. It's a mosquito. And the mosquito comes up, and she says, "Hey, that's a good-looking blueberry. I'd like to have some of that blueberry." The bear says, "If you help us, you could have some of the blueberry too." So the mosquito buzzes back and grabs onto the end of the rabbit's tail. And then all of them, they pull, and they pull, and they pull with all of their might. And they can't get it off until finally the mosquito says, "Well, this is no good. I'm tired of this. If I can't have a blueberry, I'm going to have a little taste of that rabbit." So the mosquito goes and bites the rabbit. And the rabbit goes, "Yikes!" And the rabbit pulls on the turtle, "Yikes!" And the turtle pulls on the raccoon, "Yikes!" And the raccoon pulls on the deer, "Yikes!" And the deer pulls on the bear, and the bear pulls so hard that she rips the blueberry right off the bush. And it's finally harvested. So the bear takes that blueberry and makes for them the biggest blueberry pie you've ever seen. And they all sit down and enjoy it together. And that's the Michigan version of an old Russian folktale called The Giant Turnip. But let's do one more thing since we're talking about food, right? Let's clear this off. Because we're going to act like food. And the tune for this is Mary Had a Little Lamb. You probably know it. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. But we're going to do it like this. Let's all act like food today, food today, food today. Let's all act like food today, watch and be like me. Okay, banana is what I'll be first, I'll be first, I'll be first. Banana is what I'll be first, I'll be very long. How about this? Let's skip it. Or maybe I'll be broccoli, broccoli, broccoli. Maybe I'll be broccoli with wild and crazy hair. And then let's finish it up by being an ice cream cone. Next I'll be an ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone. Then I'll be an ice cream cone melting in the sun.